parents and students, and welcome to Back to School Night. It does look a little different this year, but we are excited to have you here with us. We are going to share our screen and go through a PowerPoint with you that just gives you some information about the school year and about us and about the classroom. So we're going to do that now.
Hey friends, I'm Miss Strum. I will be your language arts teacher this year. I graduated from Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi in 2001. Some of y'all are probably thinking I'm real old right now, but I'm not. I became a national board certified teacher in 2008, and I just graduated from William Carey University with my master's degree in educational leadership in May 2020. I have taught at Eastside for the past 7 years, and I absolutely love it. It is a fabulous place to be.
And I'm Miss Travis. I'll be teaching math this year, math and science. I graduated from Mississippi University for Women in 2016 with my degree in elementary education, and I earned my master's degree in elementary education as well in 2018. This is my first year at Eastside, and I'm very excited to be a part of the family. I've been married to my husband for 2 years, and we are expecting a baby boy in December, so we're very excited about that. And this is going to be a great year, and we're looking forward to learning with you this year. The first thing I want to go over is our daily schedule. So this is what our day looks like. If you're at school, from 7 to 7:45 is just your arrival, getting unpacked, and working on your morning work. And then we are going to look at 7:50 to 8:50. That is our activity period. Your students have our activity schedule in their binder. You need to be sure you look over that because on the days that we have PE, you need to be sure they have tennis shoes on. From 8:50 to 10:35, the in-class students will be receiving math instruction from me, and Ms. Strum will be teaching ELA virtually. And then from 10:35 to 10:45, we have a bathroom break as well as a snack break. At 10:45 to 12:20, your students will be in ELA with Ms. Strum, and I will be teaching math students virtually. We have lunch from 12:25 to 12:45. Then we move to recess from 12:45 to 1:15. And then we end our day with tutorial from 1:15 to 2:15.
Okay, to let you know what we do for our reading curriculum, we do follow the Common Core standards that are out there for everyone. If anybody would like to see those, let me know and I can share them with you. We use lots of stories, articles, poetry. We use nonfiction, fiction. Most children love fiction more than nonfiction, so if you'd love to help us encourage nonfiction reading at home, we would greatly appreciate that. We do have weekly vocabulary quizzes, daily grades, test grades. You will need to check Canvas for the dates and the weekly newsletter. You will need to check PowerSchool for dates and grades. Okay, I would suggest you check those weekly. Canvas I would check on Monday, and by PowerSchool I would check by Friday. Those are two great apps that you can put on your phone to stay up to date on what your children are doing in the classroom. Also, Accelerated Reader, we will start that September the 8th at the latest. We will soon be taking our STAR test. Your students will check out books in their AR level. If they come to school every day, they will be able to check out from my classroom library and Ms. Hires library. We have tons and tons and tons of books, so there's no reason no child shouldn't have a book. We want them to read all kinds, fantasy, historical fiction, nonfiction, whatever they like. But to meet your AR goal, you must meet two things. You have to meet the percentage and you have to meet the points. So to meet your percentage, it has to be 85%. We just don't want you to skim through a book, take a test, make a 70, and then say, oh, but I earned this amount of points. Well, we want you to read for understanding. So you have to meet your percentage and you have to meet your points to meet your AR goal. Language arts and writing. Grammar, there's that in our morning work. We have reading in our morning work. We have a mixture of various skills. Morning work is a huge thing for us. So that is why we come in and we start our day with that. Writing, we will teach grammar through writing as well as writing, okay? Reading and language arts grades are combined. So Just because you think you're seeing one thing and not the other, we are teaching both skills within the classroom.
The next thing we're going to discuss is math. This year's math curriculum was written by the teachers in our school. They spent a summer creating this curriculum, and it has really been successful in the past year. I will send home a newsletter every Monday with details for the week. Your student, if they are in school, will get a hard copy of this. You can also access this newsletter on Canvas through daily plans as well as under the module. There will be 1 to 2 daily grades will be given during each math topic, and these will be through Edulastic, and then 1 test will be given for each topic. Mm-hmm. Please refer to my newsletter for dates for these tests and when they will be. Again, you will get those on Monday, but I will try to tell the students, on Friday or at the end of the week before when their test will be if they have a test coming up. Your child should have a math practice notebook in their binder. This will be used solely for working math problems out. They will write notes, vocabulary words, and practice problems for you to refer to back at home. And they do have a math, vocab, and notes section in their binder, as well as homework and so forth. A typical science unit, we learn vocabulary. That's what we really stress in our science units. We'll complete a study guide from a PowerPoint together. We will do a few experiments and activities. They will have daily grades in science, review, and then they will have a test. And those daily grades and tests will all be through Edulastic.
Organization. For your reading and language arts binder, all of y'all should have a 1.5 to 2 inch binder. In that binder, they will have 5 dividers. The first one's morning work, which your morning work's behind that. Homework should be behind that. Then you have reading, and you just have some notebook paper behind that. Writing, and behind that you'll have a spiral notebook, and then you have 1 divider that's left blank. We're going to put some stuff behind that divider later on as the year goes on. Make sure that you have a pencil pouch in the front of your binder with a pair of earbuds. Both binders that you have should have a pencil pouch and a pair of earbuds. That way, when you're ever in math, you always have earbuds. That way, when you're in my room, you always have earbuds. So we need to make sure that each pencil pouch has a set of earbuds.
For their math and science binder, they also should have a 2-inch binder. In that binder will be their newsletter, their daily schedule, their activity schedule. They will have their math notebook, and then they have a tab for vocabulary and notes for math, homework for math, vocabulary and notes for science, and homework for science. And we did set these binders up with your students on the first few days of school, as well as provide a binder checklist for our virtual students. So these binders should be set up and organized already. But if your child is missing anything, please be sure that you get that in their binder ASAP.
Homework. Homework is given weekly. Please check your child's newsletter for what they are to complete. Homework must be turned in on time to receive credit. Your help at home with helping your child stay organized will be greatly appreciated. Now, ELA homework will be submitted on Canvas. We know that this year is different with the hybrid schedule. So please refer to the newsletter because we don't need our students working ahead on the assignments. And on the newsletter, it tells what they're to do when they're at home and what they're going to do when they're at school. We'll take care of. So we just need you to make sure that, like, say, Team Arrows on Monday completes what is listed on the newsletter for Monday. So please follow that newsletter closely and don't let them work ahead, because the problem with that is they haven't been taught certain skills to be able to complete it correctly. And we want to teach them the proper way to do the work that we have them do. So sorry.
And I will add, I do give my math students a hard copy, a paper copy of their homework, but I do tell them, I've showed them how they can submit that homework on Canvas. So that is an option if they would rather do it online. I am able to see who completes it online. So it's the same thing essentially as them doing it on a piece of paper. But I did want them familiar with Canvas in the instance that that's what we use. Canvas passwords. Canvas is what all of Clinton Public School District is using for communication, assignments, and resources. If you would like to contact us, we would ask that you go through Canvas. That's what we are checking daily, multiple times a day. So if you have a question for us, please send us a message on Canvas and be sure you fill in the subject so we know what this is concerning, as well as include your student's name. Okay. All assignments are located in Canvas. Again, please make sure that your student is not working ahead. This module may become available on Sunday, but if your student is a Team Arrow and doesn't come to school until Thursday or Friday, they should not be completing the assignments that are for those days ahead of time because we've not taught them the skills that they need. It's very important for you to watch and read the information that tells you how to mark up and submit your assignments on Canvas. We have added a module that says instructions for submitting assignments on Canvas. There are videos and documents that you can read to be sure that you know how to do that and to help your child be familiar with that process. Your child has been provided username and password sheet with all of their information. This includes their information for Canvas, as well as other websites that we will be using throughout the year. That sheet is important. It needs to stay in their binder. If you would like to make a copy of it and keep one at home, that's fine as well, but it always needs to be in their binder at school.
All right, we will be using Edulastic to take our daily grades and our assessments and our quizzes. Now, it will be linked through Canvas, but once they submit their grade, their assignment, it gives them a grade like you see on the screen here. So, for example, this student made 91%. If the answers are green, that means your child got it correct. The answer's red, they missed it, and you can tap on it, and it will show you what they put and what the correct answer is. Okay. Now, if you tap on yellow, that means it was a two-part question. They got part of it right and they got part of it wrong, and you can tap on it to see what they missed, and it will give them partial credit for the answer, that the part that they did get correct. But that is the way you read that. The green is correct, the red is wrong, and the yellow is partially correct.
With the daily grades, Edulastic is a great way for you to go back and look at their daily grades before they take a test to review for that test, as well as use their study guide. But you can see the questions from the daily grades and review those with your students before test day.
Correct, because our daily grades, for the most part for ELA and for math, they mirror the test. So like the same objectives that we're testing them on, quizzing them on for the daily grades are the same objectives that they will have on the test. So this is a great resource. And if you don't understand why they missed something, please shoot us an email or inbox us on Canvas to answer that question and help you see why they missed it.
Our grading scale, this is pretty self-explanatory. 90 to 100 is considered an A, 80 to 89 a B, 70 to 79 a C, 65 to 69 a D, 0 to 64 an F. Progress reports will be sent home at the halfway point, so after 4.5 weeks in each 9-week period.
Please check your students' grades online. You have PowerSchool, which is an app you can download on your phone. If you don't have your username and password set up for PowerSchool yet, please contact Ms. Helens in the office, and the number is listed on the screen at 601-924-7261. And she will get you connected to PowerSchool so that you're able to check your child's grades, because we sure don't want like 5 weeks to go by and you say, I haven't seen any grades for my child. That should never happen. If that does happen to you, please reach out to us, because we put in grades weekly into PowerSchool. So if you're not seeing updates on your child's grades, please reach out to us and let us know.
Classroom management, we do as teachers keep a behavior book, and we pass that back and forth. This is just a log. It has a daily calendar in it. I'm so sorry the lights cut off. This is technology and part of being a teacher. If there's not activity in our room, then our lights cut off. So that is why that happened. But Behavior book, we just keep it and have it on file. It's a calendar for each student, just so we can keep up with any behavior. And I'll let you talk about OOPS cards.
OOPS cards is something that we receive at Eastside when we're transitioning from Northside, because Eastside's a different school than Northside, even though we're under the same roof. So this is a transitional time for the students, because this is a huge year that we teach them responsibility and, like, don't forget things when switching classes, and lots of different responsibilities are enforced this year. Homework, various things. But we give them OOPS cards because we also want to offer grace, because none of us are perfect and we know that they're not perfect. So that is an opportunity for us to not receive marks in the binder, because 3 marks equals a demerit. It's a great transition time for the students to learn, hey, these are the things I must do, to learn responsibility or follow directions or stop when my teachers tell me to stop. We also have demerits. Demerits, we don't want to send home at all. But normally if we've given a mark in the binder, it's because we've given them several opportunities and several warnings about something. So 3 marks equals a demerit. It's just like I tell them in baseball, 3 strikes and you're out. So 3 marks equals a demerit. So if you get a demerit, you will receive an email from us stating that your child will be bringing 1 home. If they get 2 demerits within a 9 weeks period, there will be a parent-teacher conference, and the child will fill out a behavior goal sheet on how they're going to do better and exercise self-control and just different behavior goals that they need to reach. Praise parties are for students who don't lose any OOPS cards the first 9 weeks. That's a huge thing. They are given 5 of them, so if they even have 1 left, they can go to the praise party.
And praise parties will look a little different this year because of restrictions, but we do still plan to have them.
Right. And compliment parties are like things like Miss Travis and I notice them doing once they earn a certain number of like marbles, or she does a puzzle thing in her room. Once they reach something, they'll get a reward for that. And Arrow's reward is for the 9 weeks, and we do it with the hall. So if your child earns Arrow's reward, we will send information closer to time about that. And we might need some help from some of you wonderful parents. So those are just a few of our classroom management techniques that we use.
Snacks. Our district has adopted a healthy eating initiative. We're encouraging our students to bring a healthy snack each day. We eat snack around 10:30 each day. So that is a little break for them to kind of refuel their brain. So we want them to have something healthy and not a million different things for snack. So if you could please send a water and a healthy snack for them to have at 10:30, that just kind of boosts them up to get through the rest of the day.
Right. Activity period. Our activity period for Music PE, Library, Art, and AR will change every week. We sent home one with you when you came to register for Meet the Teacher Day, and we have given them one in their binder. So if you need another one, just reach out to us and we can email you one. But please, on PE days, your child needs to wear tennis shoes. On AR days, they will be able to have time to read and take AR tests. And an incentive that we'll use later on in the 9 weeks is like, once you reach your AR goal, if you've done this, you'll get to do some fun art activity, or you'll get to do a game, or you'll get to get out scramble squares. So we try to use it also as a motivational tool so that during AR days, they can do something extra that they really enjoy doing that's hands-on.
Stay connected. Each teacher will send home a newsletter on Monday. Check your child's binder. We talked about our newsletters in Strum. You can access on Canvas. Mine will be in their folder as well as on Canvas. Your main form of communication should be through Canvas. Like I said, this is something that we check daily, multiple times a day, so it's the easiest way to get in contact with us. You may have to wait for a short period for a reply, but we promise we will get back to you as soon as we can. Our key communicator is Robert Chapman to receive weekly communication from our school district. You can email him. These are our emails that you can use to contact us as well, but again, we would prefer Canvas instead of these emails, and then we just listed the school phone number.
Thank you so much for watching this video and watching us and hearing us fumble around. We're going to have a great year with your baby. We look forward to teaching them, learning about them, loving on them, and growing them. But we also want y'all all to stay safe, healthy, happy, well. If there's anything we can do, please reach out to us. Thanks so much. Bye, y'all.
Bye.